Morning. No shit corner this morning, I'm afraid. I happened to go and fill up with petrol, and 2 minutes later Andy happened to roll up doing the same thing. So we decided to set off from the petrol station. Right, the plan is head for Sainsbury's Kidderminster to meet up with anyone setting off from that neck of the woods, then make our way to Hiller's Farm Shop and the Garden Cafe, and let's see how it goes. Well, here we are, Sainsbury's Kidderminster. Okay, we're a tad early, but does it matter? We'll sit and wait a bit, see who turns up. Well, as it turned out, there was only one person turned up, and that was Jonathan. So we'll follow him to the cafe, all being well. And through Feckenham. I seem to remember a camping shop years ago, Barrett's of Feckenham. Looks like there's still a shop there, but it's now Winfield's Outdoor. Not popped in for a while, might have to take a look one of the days. Whoops, the rain's just started. As we pull in to take our bearings and see if we're on the right road. We were on the right road, and then we turned off. So it's turnabout time to get back on the road that we've just turned off, or something like that. We'll find it. A quick double check to confirm that we are indeed on the right road, and it appears that it's less than a mile in this direction. So let's go. Right, this will be the place, Hiller's Farm Shop. So we park up and head for the Garden Cafe. They only seem to do one breakfast, which I will say now is expensive. If you have the breakfast and a cup of coffee, it'll set you back just over 15 quid. And surprisingly, no baked beans on the breakfast. But it did come with tomato and mushroom, neither of which I particularly wanted to eat. But there you go, that's farm shop prices for you. Speaking of farm shop, I thought I'll try the smoked bacon from there, the dry cured smoked bacon. They only seem to have pre-packed stuff rather than a meat counter. So we bought a pack of that and a few sausages. I'll let you know how we get on, what they're like. We met up with a few more of the Black Country and Shropshire Royal Enfield group at the Farm Cafe, namely Jude, Ralph and Claire. So now there's 6 of us. So let's get on with it. Well, at least that rain seems to have gone. It's still a bit grey, and it's still a bit chilly for end of August, but there's not a lot of traffic on the road, so let's just roll along for a while. Worcester, and for a bank holiday Sunday there's not really that much traffic, and what bit there was didn't bother us that much. Now notice, this chap has just come past us. He's sitting in the middle lane, he's got no left-hand mirror, no indication, and he decides he's going to drift across in front of me. If I'd have been going a bit quicker, or if I'd have been on the big blue trike, that could have been a rather silly manoeuvre he did. And before long we roll up at the Cobb House Countryside Park, which is where the Mayfly Calf happens to be. Interesting place, fishery. They got alpacas, swans, reindeer, and all manner of strange creatures. But never mind that, I quite fancy a cuppa and an ice cream. So that's what I had. Right, this is a bit of a parting of the ways, with Ralph, Claire and Jude heading off in opposite direction to us. And there you go, on the left is the alpacas and the reindeer. Amazing what you see in the British countryside these days. And then it's down through Martley, Great Whitley, and past the dog at Dunley, and over the River Severn we go at Stourport, with a good old fun fair there on the right. Once again, not as busy as I thought it would be for a Bank Holiday Sunday. Then again, in true Bank Holiday Sunday fashion, it has rained, so that's one tradition we've kept with. And this is where we say farewell to Jonathan, as he turns into, looks like Lidl's car park, and we carry on round the Stourport Ring Road. And yes, the bridge is still closed, where the A450 joins the A449. So it's down to the lights, turn right and round the lock, as they say. My turn to follow Andy for a bit, and at Mustow Green we make a right out towards Chaddesley Corbett for a change. And I may liking the look of them clouds. Gone a bit black over Bill's mothers, as they say in these parts. And it's past the Swan in Chaddesley Corbett, where tomorrow I believe they've got a classic vehicle show on, which explains all the no parking cones along the main drag. I'll pull up to let Andy know that his brake light has been sticking on occasionally. Front brake light switch. The Enfield does it occasionally too. The top of Romsley and then the drop down into Halesowen. And would you believe it, as you press the bend, there it is waiting for you. A revenue generator, a safety camera van. Great. That's it, back on the jolly old M5. I have a bit of a wiggle on to catch up with Andy. And we'll soon be at Junction 1. I was going to say we haven't met one idiot driver all day. But then, just for good measure, we get this one. Yeah, no, look in your mirrors. Yes, there's something there. Yes, I did swear at you. Now kindly get out my road. Just so you don't feel disappointed. Oh shit, corner. and not a bad day. We saw a bit of rain, not enough to actually get wet. A couple of new cafés, which, yeah, fair enough. One was a bit expensive, but now we know. So, I think that's it. Until the next time, see you later.